make sure that you're in playoff position to make something special happen at the end of the year.
Excellent use of the word mundane, by the way. How about you, Shaq?
Well, Monday, experience told me when you need to go hard and when you need to pull back. You know, the best veterans will be there when it matters the most.
That's mundane, not
okay, I thought
Monday.
you said Monday.
Like mundane Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Got it, my bad.
Two different things.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
Everyone is in their seat and buckled in at the American Airlines Arena as the Heat look to grab a win here in Miami. It's the end of a string of away games for the Pacers as they look forward to returning home after this one.
Boys, nice time.
It'll be the Heat off the tip. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Damian Lillard out there with Hood. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Gordon in at the 4 slot. Now here's Wade. It's a big high. Thompson goes in. Wade's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Heat.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Hood kicks to Lillard. Offensive rebound. Whiteside. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And, Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Now here's Lillard. Justice Winslow missing his last shot. Whiteside inside. He's against Ezeli, and it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I spoke briefly with Eric Spoelstra. Though they lost the first meeting against this team this year, coach isn't worried about what they can do on the offensive side of things, saying, we dropped the first one, but I still think we can put up a lot of points on this team and get a win. We just need to make sure the ball is moving. Not as easy as it sounds, though, always, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And, guys, the focus being on the offensive side of things, they obviously don't want to let their defensive guard down, so to speak, can they?
No, they're still going to have to be sharp on the defensive side of the floor. It's just that getting into a rhythm offensively is going to be the main focus here early on.
I'm with you on that mindset, but it does leave the door open for them to be taken advantage of at the defensive end.
Now Dragic following the three-point attempt by Aaron Gordon. Wade with it. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And really a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
Now, here's Whiteside, following the miss by Chris Bosh. And it's Gordon penetrating. Now the dish to Lillard. Whiteside kicks to Lillard. Back to Whiteside. Just 5 on the clock. Whiteside sets the pick for Lillard. Off the screen. Here's Gordon. Lillard outside. Nobody near George. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Dragic the pass to Ezeli. He feeds it to Wade. Pass to Bosh. No good. Gordon with the defensive effort. Indiana's gone 0-2 from here.
It doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Lillard against Dragic, and it's blocked by Gordon. There's Winslow. Lillard outside. Pass to Gordon. Right side kicks to George. Feeds to Hood. Indiana moving the ball around. Gordon with the screen for Lillard. And Lillard gets double teamed. Gordon dishes to Lillard. Right side, the pass to George. That's a 2 from Lillard. That one wide left.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Dragic against Lillard. Kicks to Winslow. Looking to end the drought. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense. There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
And good on the basket. Book it.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Here's Lillard after Joe Johnson scored. And George, here we go. Here's Hood. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Now, here's Roten. A 14-point game for him in the win against Denver.
And also, give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
Now, here's Lillard after Dwayne Wade's miss. The shot by George, no good. It's a 7-point spread. Wade kicks to Johnson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night. Indiana's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Lillard outside. The pass to George. Here's Hood. His last outing, he had 8 points. T, the pass to Hood. Cannot hit. And Miami the other way now. Johnson dishes to Roten. Outside Bosch. Wade outside. Picked away. And a fast break now. The Pacers. And then Lillard slams it in.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
Now, here's Roten. Defense is right there. Bosch drives in, but they recover it. George against Wade. Over Whiteside. Wade, good. Wade's got his third basket of the night. Pacers leading by 5. Lillard outside. To the middle, out to the right wing. Here's Hood. And the 3-ball is good. Hood's got 7 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
Here's Hood. 7 points in the game. He kicks to George. Tipped away. Shot clock at 5. Inside. Here's Lillard. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will return possession. There's 18 seconds left in the first. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Heat trail by 5. Now Burke. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Bosch. The shot is off.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And that does it for the first quarter. Pacers lead by 5. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor. I would say, Clark, we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
I think that would be accurate. I mean, Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of his business and doing what he needs to be doing. I mean, his reality is trying to live up to the expectations for him in Portland.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Indiana, they've got Richardson. He's out there with Damian Lillard, and it's Gordon in at the power forward. McCullough's checked in for Patterson. He doesn't get the second one. The Heat trail by 6. Burke with it. Lillard picks him up. Azili kicks to Roten. Shot clock at 6. A shot by Johnson, no good. Out to the wing. Lillard with no one around. Knocks down the 3-ball. Lillard's got 7 points.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
It was a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Here's Azili. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Pacers leading by 9. Lillard, the pass to Richardson. Back to Lillard. And stolen by Burke. That's good from Roten on the assist by Burke.
Guys, they didn't waste that fast break opportunity. Good aggressive pass to get his teammate to the rim. I love it.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And while we have a second, let's see which squads have topped the league in assists during the past month. Number 1, the Pacers.
The last few weeks have shown these guys that being patient with your passing can earn you some easy looks and baskets. Excellent teamwork. The more you do it, the more you're rewarded, and it becomes contagious.
And the Heat with some changes. Winslow comes in for Tony Roten. And it's Dragic in for Burke. And a change for the Pacers. Marshall, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. And he ends up missing both free throws. Here's Johnson. Misses from short range. Indiana's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Now, here's Marshall. He's guarded by Dragic. Pass to McCullough. Here's the screen. The rebound by Ezeli.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Now, here's Dragic. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And it's Gordon penetrating. The feed to Marshall. Passes it to Richardson. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's the three. It's hauled in by the Heat. The Pacers beat them last time when these two teams met in Indiana.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, sloppy play sabotage. I mean, they'll have to be much more focused this time around. And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
There's Winslow following the score by Indiana. Johnson with a screen on Gordon. There's Winslow, and it's blocked. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. Marshall can't hit. The Heat trail by 9. Here's Kilpatrick. It's deflected. Dishes it to Marshall. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. For the finish, trips down the breakaway slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
So, timeout called here, the first for Indiana. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
Wade, who's checked in for Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Indiana. Paul George comes in for Gordon. Pacers leading by 7. George dishes to Marshall. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Right side George. Clock at 4. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
And now a quick review at the numbers for Dragic. He's averaging 14 points a game. Just over 2 steals and 4 assists. And you love his anticipation. All those steals, he's always a step ahead, reading plays before they develop.
Well, he's sneaky. I mean, you don't think he's watching you, and then all of a sudden, he's got the ball heading the other way.
The Heat making a switch here. Bosh is checked in.
How's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, no hesitation at all, taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the missed shots and get themselves back on track.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Aaron Gordon is checking in from McCullough. Hood comes in for Richardson. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Kendall Marshall. Now here's Winslow. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Denver. Now here's Lillard. Outside, George. Shot from the wing, and it's good off the glass. George has got the lead up to 9 now for Indiana.
I tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
Dragic against Lillard. Outside Dragic. Just 5 on the clock. No luck. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And George, here we go. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
The Heat trail by 11. Inside runner. Dragic kicks to Bosh. Right wing. Now here's Winslow. Tight defense on him. And the layup's good off the glass.
Speed and agility, guys. I mean, he went right to the defense and took it to the rim.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. Well, as usual, a lot of offense in the NBA is being generated from the small forward position this season. Here are the league's best at that position. Paul George on top.
You know, call him whatever you want. The bottom line is he just finds a way to score. And when he gets going, he can tear the rest of the NBA to shreds.
Well, there's no question he is the priority for any defense they're up against. He's impossible to shut down entirely, so you just want to slow him down on his spot on the wing.
Here's Wade. Justice Winslow picking up that last bucket. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down to 6, and the bucket from Wade.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
A different look for Miami. Tony Roten, he's checked in for Winslow, and Trey Burke subbed in for Goran Dragic. George, that's a two-pointer, and the shot is long.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Pacers leading by 6 to the left side wing. Lillard, the pass to one side, and down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
Punches it down with pop.
And rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Now here's Roten. T right on him. Out left to the wing. Burke kicks to Bosh.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pacers.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. T comes in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Richardson in for Hood.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Here's George. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Johnson, he's checked in for Ezeli.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you. Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
There's a screen. It's stolen by Wade. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Burke. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. He dishes it to Roten. He feeds it to Bosh. 4 seconds left, and the jumper is good. Bosh has got 6 points.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
George. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Pacers out in front, leading by 4. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what do you think the team needs to do differently on the defensive end in the second half?
Well, a little bit more activity. We just have to be committed to what we do. Our identity to be aggressive, but more consistent with it.
Coach, thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 13 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Coming off a great game last time out, he's turning it up a notch already here tonight. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
One strong area has been their work on the boards. And you're trying to get ahead in the score and stay there, it often comes down to a few extra possessions. That's why any extra rebounds can make a big difference. Now they have to come out in the second half and attack the glass with the same vengeance.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
They're giving up way too many good looks. You want to keep your opponent under 50% shooting? They have not done that. What's the solution? Maybe more ball pressure, more physicality down low. Whatever it is, Ernie, they need to figure it out.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get on.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Winslow is out there with Chris Bosh. And it's Ezeli in at the 5 down low. It's the group on the 4 for Miami. Now here's Dragic. Ezeli kicks to Wade. And it's Miami with another.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Here's Lillard, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 9.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Wade dishes to Dragic. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. For Miami, they have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Indiana leading by 5. Lillard outside. Outside, George. Bosch grabs the miss.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it, I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
And it goes out of bounds. A last touch by Wade.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Some changes for Indiana. Gordon comes in for T. Rodney Hood subbed in for Richardson. Lillard, the pass to Gordon. They set the pick from past the arc. And there's Lillard. That's good on the assist by George. 12 points for Damian Lillard.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Dragic against Lillard. Outside Dragic. To the inside. There's Winslow. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Miami shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Lillard attacking, and he dunks it down.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Now here's Winslow. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. To the paint, stolen by Wade. Winslow with it. He's against Gordon. Winslow's shot is off.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket. George having a fantastic game. 15 points. He's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for him.
And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Dragic. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Now a timeout called by Miami.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
T's checked in for the Pacers. Kendall Marshall comes in for Damian Lillard. Outside Dragic. Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Now off the inbound, and that one's good. Dragic has got 5.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
And the Pacers call time here.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He went over the offensive plan and that it hinges on running through Dwayne Wade. Coach detailed the ways to ensure he's the one in charge out there, with the ball in his hands and the rest of the players falling in line behind him. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, play. And as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thank you, Doris. Left side, George. And Marshall kicks to Gordon. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That's on Dwayne Wade for Indiana. They have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Johnson, he's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Then for the Pacers, Richardson, he's checked in for George. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Marshall. Pacers leading by 9. Here's Hood. 7 points in the game. Lillard, right side. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Bosh, the screen. They set the pick. Back to Dragic. 4 on the shot clock. There's Winslow. It's blocked. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Here's Hood. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 5 assists in the game. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Pacers?
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Now here's Lillard. After the miss from Joe Johnson. Lillard attacking, and it's blocked. Now here's Wade. He's covered closely. In the corner, Winslow with it. Off target from outside.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
And Lillard gets double-teamed. And here are the Heat now. The Heat trail by 11. Johnson with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Johnson kicks to Wade. To the middle. Shoots from the block. Bosh can't get it to go. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Richardson dishes to Lillard. Six on the shot clock. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing. And right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Richardson the pass to Lillard. And the shot is good. Lillard's got 18 points in the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Now, here's Lillard. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Johnson kicks to Wade. Johnson outside. The dish to Bosh. They need this one. Miami no good on that time either.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Lillard attacking. Oh!
Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, you want to make sure you don't get teed up from a situation like that.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Johnson dishes to Dragic. They set the pick. Bosh passes to Johnson. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. They get it back. Got a hand on it.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
The Heat making a switch here. For Indiana, they have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. Free throw off from Richardson. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Right side Bosch. From 7, got a piece of it, and he's able to get it back.
Indiana calls timeout.
And the Pacers call time here.
Give it up for your Heat Dancers.
15 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Richardson. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Can't get it to fall. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Pacers lead by 17. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena.
Go off when I enter the building.
Okay, back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. The Heat trail by 17. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Paul George is out there with T. Then there's Richardson. Then it's Kendall Marshall. And it's Whiteside in at the center filling out the middle. And so here is Indiana after the Heat pick up 2. Marshall with it. Pass to George. Clock at 6. Rebounded by Kilpatrick. And Miami shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. And Burke has it in the corner. There's the triple. And yes, sir, that one drops. Burke's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Feeds to George. Kicks it to Whiteside. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And he makes the first but misses the second. The Heat trail by 13. Here's Roten, and it's sent back by George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And stolen by Richardson. And George, here we go. George double teamed. Richardson kicks to Whiteside. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Here's Bosch following the score by Indiana. Really left alone that time.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now, here's Marshall. Richardson kicks to Whiteside. And there's the pass to Marshall. 6 to shoot. And there's the call on Bosch. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Winslow's checked in for the Heat. Wade comes in for Trey Burke. Marshall, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
No good on the second free throw. The Heat trail by 14. Wade kicks to Ezeli. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
And that one falls for Ezeli. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Pacers leading by 13. George dishes to Richardson. Back to George. Right side a screen. Indiana again missing. Here's Roten. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Timeout charge for the Pacers.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Okay,
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. He said to them, the lead we've got now is nice, but I want to make it even nicer. This is when we put the hammer down. It doesn't look like he's ready to back off just yet, guys.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Now here's Gordon. Down low. Puts up the baby hook. And it falls over the rim and in. 19 points here for George.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Timeout called, the Heat. Wade on the wing, defended by George. Dragic kicks to Bosh. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Check out the game for Bosh. 8 rebounds, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Tees checked in for Aaron Gordon. Lillard outside. Right side George. George double teamed, launches a 3, and he gets it to go. And the Pacers lead by 14.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Greg, no question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Miami, Hassan Whiteside. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. The shot by Wade, wide open. Nailed from three-point land.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Outside, George passes to T. He kicks it to Lillard. Now George, just 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off, and it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
The Heat trail by 11. Wade outside. Bosh, the screen. Wade passes to Bosh. No good. In and out, off the rim. The Pacers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Lillard outside. And Lillard gets double teamed. 6 on the shot clock. Hood from outside off the mark.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Pacers leading by 11. Lillard up top. He's guarded by Dragic. Lillard misses. Miami's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Wade dishes to Bosh. Dragic kicks to Winslow. The foul called on Festus Ezeli. That's his third foul of the game.
That's his third personal foul.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Hood. There's the screen. Lillard from outside, and that one's good. Lillard's got 23.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second three of the half right there.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And you know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
On defense, the Pacers. Here's Bosh, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. They get Hassan Whiteside. The first free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
He's certainly been hitting well from the line, and those points do add up.
Now here's Lillard. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through Lillard. Coach detailed the ways to ensure he's the one in charge out there, with the ball in his hands and the rest of the players falling in line behind him. So Coach waiting until the final stages to pull a few tricks out of his sleeve. Kevin, let's see if he's made a wise decision.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. It's tipped, and that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. A minute 50 left in the fourth. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Nice job coming off that screen. 14 points for Chris Bosh.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
On the jam by Whiteside.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Bosh passes to Ezeli, and it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lillard outside. Pass to T. To the inside. On the jam by Whiteside.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Pacers.
I agree, Steve, and this is a game where the defense, Clark Steele specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created extra possessions for him, too, Kevin. Scoring opportunities they cashed in on, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory tonight.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
Now they've got their sights set on that sweep, Greg, 3-zip. And given what's going on in the first 2 games, my guess is that's what's going to happen.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Lillard. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
And so it's Indiana with it. Justice Winslow picking up that last bucket, and he gets it to go. And the Pacers lead by 14.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight. But we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
It's stolen by Dragic. Pass to Wade. The jump hook. The shot misses. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Guys, Paul George standing by with me here. And Paul, first, congratulations on the win. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Paul, thank you so much. Guys, over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now time to send it over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his, and he did not hesitate to exert his will.
What I like most about Lillard is that you never see him play out of control. He's got a poise that not very many guys have, point guard or otherwise. And there's no question about his scoring ability. Just look at what he did tonight.
Something lit a fire under him tonight. He was getting after it. Every chance he got, he went to the bucket, and I mean hard. You gotta love to see a player with that kind of killer instinct. I wonder how many dunks he wound up with tonight. I lost track after like 20.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show.